All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Trice Too Easy. We're going to go ahead and look at this Monday night football game between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. We'll look at the chart, the stats, the data, the discrepancies. Hopefully, we get a bag. Hopefully, we crack these folks. If you'd like to join my sports community and Discord server, it's in the pinned comment and in the description of the video. $10 a month. It's just a community. We hang out, we talk sports, we have fun, we share slips, we crack these folks. And if you like exclusive viewer perks, deposit matches from sports books that I use, programs like Smart Stake, like Outlier, tools I have for my community, they're in the pinned comment and in the description of the video as well. Okay, guys, we'll just get right into it. It's the only game on the night. I don't have any props that I like, so we'll start with where the money's going, and then where the sharps are going, and then we'll just kind of review the game, and hopefully we can get some money tonight. So, first things first, let's just start with where the money's going. And as you can see, we got 67% of the money on the Cowboys, 80% of the bets. So majority, pretty much, 67% is a lot. Way more money in bets coming on the Cowboys than the Raiders. Obviously, the Raiders are basically the worst team, if not the bottom three teams in the league. And then most of the money is actually going on the under, 54% of the money on the under. So something to note is Cowboys in the under is where most of the money's going, but the over-under is pretty torn. Now, if we look at the actual charts, for the spread, started at plus 108, now it's down to that plus 100. This is typical in the NFL. If you wait till the end, you're always going to see a plus 100. It's more so what number are you getting. NFL is very efficient. They take $100,000 bets, right? Like NFL takes bigger bets than any other sport. It's the highest liquidity sport that's bet on. So the line's always extremely efficient. You're always going to see plus 100s on shit like Pinnacle, minus 110, plus 110, shit like that, right? Dime lines. It's just so sharp and efficient. More so what matters in football is where you get your line. Did you get a 2.5, a 3, a 3.5? Right now it's at 3.5. Price just went down a bit. If you can get a 3, probably a great bet. If you could have got a 2.5, would have been even better, but 3.5, that 0.5 tends to play a role, especially in these like Monday night, Thursday night, Sunday night games. Then 0.5 hooks are vicious, so be careful if you're backing the Cowboys on that 0.5. But the chart's moving down like it should. As far as the over-under, this chart is insane. Went way up overnight. This morning woke up and just started getting hammered on the under, and now it's at plus 101, so we're back down to even. It went up to 50 at one point. Now it's all the way down to 48 and still getting bet on. Something to note, but standard again, both of these will finish around 100. NFL is just way too efficient. Now, what I suggest for the NFL, this is me personally, use Smart Stakes Smart Money Tool. This is my suggestion because it tells you where the big dogs are going and they are sharp. They're banned on rec books. They have to use exchanges and they nuke football. You guys are going to see something you haven't seen on NBA. If you could see the liquidity, guys, I want to let you know a bet that I did see because this is more prop focused. On the straights, they had $33,000 bet on the Cowboys minus 7.5. Monstrous liquidity coming in on them Cowboys to win by 7.5. I just want to let you guys know that is a monster bet tonight. Big plus odds, and there's a lot of sharps betting it. As far as props, Tyler Lockett over 5.5 receptions at plus 800, 5.8K. Some sharp syndicate somewhere with a model believes that Tyler Lockett's having a game tonight. So maybe sprinkle it, something to consider. Raheem Mostert under a reception to not even get a catch, $3,000. Brock Bowers touchdown, 2,600. Michael Mayer touchdown, 2,500. And then Tyler Lockett over 3.5 receptions. So again, just you take him at 4 or 6. 6 is such a, like you go from 4 at plus 180 to 6 at plus 800. Ow! Bitch, that's massive gap. I get it. I'll probably sprinkle all these just because these guys are so sharp with football, but just something to take a note of. Okay, guys? What? Santana. I think that's my boy knocking. Anyways, let's go ahead and look at the game itself. And we got the Cowboys versus the Raiders. You guys already seen the chart, put it in there anyways. But how to cap this game, totals at 50. Obviously, I do think it's pretty high scoring. Both these teams are terrible. But I will say the Cowboys are much better than the... Vanna, is it you? Vanna, come here, baby. Which kid is knocking on my door? Hi, come here. Hey, beautiful. How was school? It was good? What'd you have today, Jim?
I had STEM.
You had STEM? Yeah. Oh, sure. Okay. All right, hey baby, I'm gonna finish up this video, then I'm gonna come downstairs. Okay? Were you good?
Are you coming to dinner with us?
Yes, of course I am. All right, I'll be down in a minute. Hurry, take that out of there so it's not on my mic. All right, so I was saying both the teams are terrible. Both the defenses are pretty bad. There's a major discrepancy in this game, though, that has to be talked about. Cowboys offense, third in the league. They have one of the best scoring, fourth at scoring, third in passing, 13th in rushing. Cowboys have one of the best offenses in all of football. Raiders have one of the worst offenses in all of football. They are 31st in scoring. The Cowboys are 31st in defense. If you look at the defense, this is a complete even matchup. But then you have the 20th scoring D versus the 4th scoring offense. How does such a discrepancy result in a 3.5 or a 3 or a 2.5? And this is another one of them things, guys. I know I kind of ranted about it earlier in my NBA video, but this is what's frustrating me with this product, this sport. And it's just gotten worse and worse over the years. It just seems that the games are being scripted for entertainment and not for actual competitive purposes. Like, I don't think there's a planet where the Cowboys beat the Raiders, or where the Raiders beat the Cowboys. I don't think there's a planet where if the Cowboys are trying their hardest to win, and the Cowboys coach is trying his hardest to win versus the Raiders, I don't think there's a world where we see a 3.5. Cowboys should blow them out. Anyone who's even watched the sport knows this. You have a massive discrepancy. They are the third offense in the league. The Raiders defense is terrible and they can't score. The Raiders can't pass. They can't run. They'll have some turnovers. Cowboys should score almost every time they touch the ball. Raiders defense is not good at stopping points from happening. This should be an easy game for the Cowboys, yet we see this 3.5 and it's just like, I don't know. I just I'm struggling with this sport right now as a fan because it just seems like they're not truly trying to win. So much stuff like this last weekend was just my final straw, man. Like watching Mike not kick the field goal in that Dolphins game to send it to overtime, like how entertaining, but it's like, why are you not kicking the field goal, bro? You're not even trying to win. Watching like 21-point leads get thrown. Guys, I don't know if anyone agrees with me, but it's almost impossible to throw a 21-point lead in a half of football. Like, if all you did was ran the ball, ran off 40 seconds, ran the ball, maybe you get a first down, run the ball, wait till the last second snap, run the ball, wait till the last second snap, run the ball, wait till the last second snap. Then you get stopped. You punt the ball away. Then you play a cushion defense. It's quite literally impossible to throw a 21-point lead in a half, but we see it like every week, and it's just like, are you even trying to win it? Like, have you ever played Madden, bitch? You can run out half a game with a 21-point lead. Like, it's nothing. Like, it's not hard to drain a half or drain the clock, but we see these guys throwing 20, like, they up 21, and they passing the ball, first down, second down, third down, throwing interceptions, letting the quarterback get sacked, like, but they've ran for 8 yards a fucking carry. Like, what are we doing here? The decision making is so blatantly obvious that they're not actually doing what's best for the win. They're trying to keep the game close and entertaining and cause drama. We're up 21. Let's throw a couple picks. Let's pass the ball still. Let's keep this exciting. Let's bring in the viewers. I'm just convinced these teams aren't really trying to win. So I am sure that we do have a close competitive game tonight because it's in the script. This game has to be close. If it wasn't, if we're being honest, the Cowboys would drive down and score a lot, and the Raiders would probably get blown out. Even with how bad the Cowboys are, I think if they tried their best versus these Raiders, they blow the Raiders out. And maybe I am sounding crazy like a conspiracist, but I'm watching every game, and I'm telling you, it don't seem like they're trying to win. It just doesn't, man. Like, it just doesn't. I watched the Chargers get blew out by the Jaguars. I mean, I watched them get blown out. It wasn't even a good game. It wasn't even close. Like, what are we doing here? Oh, but the Jaguars win the fucking our first place or whatever for like the first time ever or some stupid shit. Like, you know, some bullshit stat that's entertaining and creates news. Of course they won the game. Like, I don't know, guys. I don't mean to keep ranting on this. I'm unhappy with the state of the NFL right now. I didn't even say what play I'm on. Damn, I'm sorry. Give me the Cowboys 3.5. They should win. They should win this game. I like the over, and I like the Cowboys 3.5. I don't mean to rant. I'm just very upset with the product of the NFL right now. I think it is all becoming one big gimmick like the WWE. It just feels so fake to me. It just doesn't. When you are certain that you can make a better play call than the coach, you know something's wrong. Like when you have to question like everything you've known about this sport since you were 8 years old, and you're like, maybe, I mean, when you're sitting there watching this and you're like, maybe you shouldn't kick a field goal with 50 seconds left and the other team has only scored 13 points and we go up 3 and they'd have to drive the whole field and their kickers missed 2 field goals already and they've only scored 13 points and they can't move the ball on our defense. Maybe you don't kick that field goal. Maybe you do go for it and not win the game and send it to overtime. Yeah, like when you gotta sit there and question this dumb shit when it's obvious what the fuck you do, it's like, all right, I watched a guy try to return a punt. What game was it? Was it the Bucks or the Falcons? There was like, was it the Browns? A team had a guy returning a punt who's never returned a punt before. It was like their fucking placeholder or some shit. It was like their cowboy. I'm dead serious. He went to return the punt. Dropped it, fumbles, he fumbled it, of course, tried to catch it, dropped it, and the other team got it. The guy had never returned a kick in his life. Why is he back there? I'm watching it happen like, oh, this is not about to go well. And then he drops it. Like, why was he back there returning the kick? Who made this decision? There's no way you're trying to win this game and you have a guy who's never returned a kick back there returning a kick. Like, put a fucking receiver back there. I mean, anything's better than this guy. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? So it's just this. I don't know, guys. I have never felt this way about any of the sports I watch ever. I know rigging goes on. I know there's entertainment side to it. I know you need viewership, but I've never felt like it's just so blatantly dumb. And then it's like some of the calls, like some of these pass interference calls, and then they show the replay and like he wasn't even touched and everyone's like, ooh, oh yeah, I don't know about that. Like, there's 60 seconds to 2 minutes between every fucking foul. Every time there's a foul, commercial break, the go and huddle, it takes like 90 seconds. You telling me there isn't people who can radio down and say, hey, we're going to not count that flag. That was not a foul. If the whole world can watch and see and all the announcers can watch and see, why can't they just call down real quick and be like, hey, that was not a foul. You pick the flag up and come back after the whole, we'll pick the flag up. No foul on the play. They do it with other shit. Why can we not correct these simple, awful calls in a sport like football where it's so drastic to the game? That Lions pass interference call, like this product just sucks. God, it sucks so bad. It's so disappointing because it's like my favorite sport to watch, and it's baseball's my favorite sport, but like entertainment wise, football's always been my favorite. But it's awful product right now, man. This shit sucks. Anyway, sorry to rant again. I won't do it anymore after today. I just got to get all my frustrations out from yesterday. I'm sure we have a close, exciting, crazy Monday night game, competitive game between the Cowboys and the god-awful Raiders tonight. I'm sure it's close and spectacular. Woohoo. Cowboys -3.5, also lean to the over. Let's crack these, folks.